Gang Division, our federal partners, FBI, state partner DPS, and ATF, and made a promise that we would get the individuals or the individual that's responsible for the murder of Takeoff in custody. Everybody took a role in this investigation.
It's consequences to every single thing you do, every place you go. You cannot go out here in these streets thinking that you're going to just be able to go out here and just hurt somebody and get away with it. No, it don't happen like that. And they got cameras everywhere. At the end of the day, the fingerprints of Lil Cam and the dude, Clark, it was on the gun. You cannot go out here and say them females who was right there recording ain't see them pass that gun off. Now, if Quavo had something to do with it, you bogus, Quavo. If you had something to do with it, you wrong. Because that's your family. Your family come first. Blood is thicker than water. Like at the end of the day, you take your friend's side over your family side, it's something going on that ain't right there. And I want everybody to know, Takeoff, he just want, you feel me? He just wanted to get money. Takeoff family want justice. And it's a lot of people up in the district, HPD police department, there's a lot of people in that district. They trying to solve this case because they know J. Prince Jr. them, they probably had something to do with it, and they probably didn't. It probably was a mishaps. It probably was a miscommunication that led to gunfire. Lil Cam left with the same weapon that was used on Takeoff. Now keep in mind, the ballistics came back and it showed that the trajectory from that gun, it made it to where that bullet that was in Takeoff, boy, it went straight in and out, and it did damage. I want y'all to know this is a sad situation, but they said it was some hollow tips that was inside of that weapon that was actually used, and that kind of made it bad for Takeoff, man. And I really feel that Quavo, he kind of losing it right now, because as soon as this trial come up, you're going to either have to tell, you're going to have to say what you saw and the stuff that you heard, or they're going to implement you in this whole case. You cannot sit there and go out here in these streets thinking that you just going to be able to be somewhere, something happen, you witness it, it happened to your people, and then you just walk off clean slate. You don't care what's going on, and you don't care like what they feel about it. Like, I want y'all to know this is a sad situation, but they said that the black truck that Lil Cam them pulled off in, they caught them down the street. They was speeding. They was trying to hurry up and get up out of that area as if they did something wrong. If you ain't do nothing, you shouldn't have nothing to worry about, and you shouldn't be trying to hurry up and go out there and act like you want to save yourself. You want to hurry up, rush back home. You should have never been at that bowling alley from the beginning, from the get-go. Like, at the end of the day, it's people who put themselves in a situation and they know exactly what's going on, man. People be thinking that they slick. They be thinking that they gonna get away with certain things when Takeoff ain't deserve to get did like that. And if you a fan of Takeoff, drop the RP Takeoff down in the comment section and share this video. I know it's a lot of people feel that Takeoff was set up by his own people, and there was some people even saying in the comments that Takeoff was set up by J. Prince Jr. Quavo, you bogus for what you did, if it is true, allegedly. I know it's a lot of people who sit back and they put themselves in a situation, and they know that everything that they was told was a lie. The tables was gonna turn for everybody who's involved in this case. Now Quavo, he's still pleading not guilty. Now keep in mind, the dude Patrick Clark, he act like he had nothing to do with it from the beginning. I know everybody put themselves in a situation thinking that they not gonna be able to say how they feel, to be able to justify or try to counteract what other people are saying. Now this is a murder case. Now this case being a high profile case, the feds is not finna just let them go out there and be able to get away with the things that they did. Now J. Prince Jr., he stand back and he's looking to get a good lawyer for this dude Patrick. Now regardless if Patrick is right or wrong, he still deserves a fair trial. Everybody knows whenever you go to court, you have to be charged. beyond a reasonable doubt. That's the only way that they can be able to charge you, is if they have a burden of proof on you being included in this situation. Now, this stuff happened all the way back 2021, 2022, 23. It's a lot of people who said that Quavo thought that it was just going to pass by. The dudes that actually was right there, which is Lil Pat, which is Clark, and Lil Cam. Those two people, them the two persons who actually had hand in what happened, because slide through the town, man. Slide through the town.
So, yesterday evening, we arrested Patrick Xavier Brown, 33 years old. He was charged with the murder of Takeoff.
Hurt somebody, bro. I would like to send my condolences out to Takeoff family, because Takeoff family, man, they still thinking about this man. They got t-shirts with his pictures on there. They got memorials set up in their house. Like, come on now, man. Every time they walk past that one little room in the back, they think about Takeoff, man. Keep in mind, Takeoff them, they started from the bottom. They moved their way up just by taking care of their business. Like, man, they stayed consistent. The Migos did their thing. They kept saying that it had something to do with Takeoff and Quavo and them checking in, but Offset, he said that none of his brothers is finna have to check in to nobody, regardless of what's going on. But Quavo, you know, ain't no telling what relationship he got with Jay Prince Jr. now. And it ain't just Jay Prince Jr. It's a whole army behind Jay Prince Jr. And he don't play no games. He try to get on and do whatever he got to do to get ahead.
Takeoff know for a fact that if Offset was with him, Offset would have saw everything that was going on. He would have saw the play that was in motion before it even happened. Perhaps, do you guys really think that if Takeoff would have stayed in the studio or stayed back with QCP, that he would have never got sent up or got do you think this would have happened like that? Do you think Migo Bands would have reacted the way that he reacted? Because in all actual reality, we know for a fact Migo Bands was only protecting Takeoff. If y'all think that he was protecting Takeoff when he upped the move before they even threw a punch or anything, I want y'all to let me know. Hit the like button. I want y'all to really pay attention to the way Jay Prince Sr. even jumped up and basically came at Sauce Walker and told him, like, you ain't have to show up like this, man. I told you I was going to talk to you behind closed doors. So I want to let y'all know, everybody that's involved in this, like, people playing their part. And Migo Bands, he looking at Quavo like, man, it's all because of you. You was the main one who had to open your mouth as soon as we left out the bowling alley. This all could have easily been avoided. Jay Prince Sr., he's very damaged and devastated by the allegations that his son Junior walked over Takeoff. Like, I want to let everybody know one thing, and from the article, from all of the statements that was put out in this RICO case, Jay Prince Sr. say, you know, one of the biggest lies that was told, he walked by Takeoff body wide as if he was laying there heartless and didn't care. At the end of the day, you guys, I want y'all to really be mindful of this, because Jay Prince Sr., he said on Gavin the Business podcast, he said, in reality, Junior, my cousin Michael, that's here with me, they was there with Takeoff from the beginning to the end. I know, at the end of the day, we know Quavo was there from the beginning to the end. And Quavo was the one who basically initiated everything from what the video's showing. Now, we can't act like we ain't see that video. Get sent up. At the end of the day, a lot of people been sitting there saying, like, These people cause this upon themselves. They in their face but apply no pressure. You see what I'm saying? This make me really think that Offset should have just went in on them. Like, at the end of the day, you don't talk about nobody's family like that. You don't even sit there and you can't go out there and put your neck out there for nobody who ain't your family. Like, at the end of the day, you can't speak upon. Offset walked in there 3 deep. You can't get mad at him for going to check up on the status of everything that happened with his nephew. Respectfully, he walked up in there under a certain criteria to the point where he was only 3 deep. There's no way they should have even called security. And Jay Prince Jr., his little cousin, he was the main one who ran at the back. All Offset wanted was the footage and to basically let them know, G-check them about, don't come to his girl. Don't ever sidestep and come to nobody girl and question they girl about no business that y'all got going on behind closed doors. It's a lot of people out here don't really understand the fact that life too short. You got to open your eyes to the fact that Takeoff got sent up at his untimely demise. R.I.P. Takeoff, man, because Quavo sitting there looking at the fact like, I rock with mob ties harder than I rock with my own family. The manager at Billers and Bowls didn't even want to let him in. Like,
for real, all that this stuff is real deep, bro. And now, okay, everybody want to be the man, right? But when everything hits the fan, though, bro, when it comes down to all that, watch what everybody gonna do, bro.
they gonna duck their tail.
Huh?
They gonna real live fall back and they gonna try to clean up and cover up everything that went on at the bowling alley, and everybody saw the video. Do we have to remind them again that Lil Cam ran up behind Takeoff and Lil Cam was with the security that's supposed to have been protecting Takeoff?
Yeah, it's obvious, bro, that was on y'all watch, bro. That's just like I'm from Illinois, I'm from Chicago. Okay, and vice versa. You came down on my time, and I'm supposed to pay for your security, and my entourage gonna handle everything. And then if something happened to you, and you come down on my time, and I'm supposed to have your back, bro, how this gonna make? When everything hits the fan, how this gonna make everything look, bro? And it's just I duke the jewel and everything, man. For real, bro, it's real serious, bro. I want to see my comments though, bro.
Yeah, because it's real live. It's heating up for Houston. At the end of the day, we know for a fact that this a revolving door, man. And I know for a fact that people sitting back looking at it like, why would Mike Prince start really like exposing what's going on in the case? That's why Offset spoke out. Offset only said something because they did 5 interviews. And people can really look at that and be like, hold on, why'd y'all study doing interviews basically saying how like Takeoff family feel when really they ain't even talk to the family? Offset exposed it. What happens? Things still going to go down, especially if you from the streets, and for them already know that if you go to Houston, they got the laws where you can tote your own pistol. At the end of the day, you can have a gun on you. So a lot of people looking at Offset like, where did he get the move from? He got the move from Houston. They got local stores that's open to the public, like real talk, especially if you ain't on papers. It's always sad when it happened on your side of the fence, but nobody looked at it as if it was sad or showed no type of sympathy when Takeoff was laying right there. I want y'all to know one thing. They said Quavo tried to carry Takeoff to the car. I want everybody to pay attention to the fact that Offset and Quavo ain't did nothing but gain their alliance even stronger.